Hello and good morning and welcome to today's Facecast. We are in Matthew's Gospel today. We are looking at a part of the discourse of Jesus, part of his teaching. He's moving around from different places, picking up different threads and teaching different things to different people. And here he starts talking about sparrows. He says, "Are not two sparrows sold for a penny? Yet not one of them will fall to the ground apart from the will of your Father. And even the very hairs of your head are all numbered. So don't be afraid. You are worth more than many sparrows." What on earth is Jesus talking about? Sparrows? Pennies? Hairs on your... And what does it start with? Are not two sparrows sold for a penny? Now, a penny in Jesus' time was much the same as today in our currency. A penny was a very low value, one of the lowest coins you can get. And you can get two sparrows for a penny. So they weren't worth much, were they? They were very poorly little things. And yet, even those very insignificant little birds couldn't do anything except through the will of God our Father. It says so there. Yet not one of them will fall to the ground apart from the will of your Father. So not even a sparrow that is very unworthy, perhaps we might say, or ill-considered by most, not even one of those will live and die without the Father's notice. And we are much more important, it says, than sparrows. Not even one of those will fall to the ground apart from... Even the very hairs of your head are all numbered. I know I don't have an awful lot of hair on my head. Most of it's coming out of my chin these days. But even, it's saying, the very different atoms and particles of you are known to God. That's how important you are to him. Your very essence, everything about you is known to him. Even the hairs on your head are numbered by him. That's how much he knows you and loves you and cares for you. So, therefore, don't be afraid, because God is with you so much, so intimately, that you can't possibly understand it. You can't fathom the depths of his concern and love for you. Don't be afraid. You are worth more than many sparrows. Well, we certainly are, aren't we? We're worth a whole lot more than those poor little sparrows that we might imagine. Or, if it's easier, we might imagine the birds that live in our world. We don't have so many sparrows around these days as we used to, but they used to be a very common bird. What other things are common to us? The blades of grass on our lawn, the trees in the forest. All of these things are there, put there by God as part of his creation for us to live the lives that he wants us to live. And if we fall in step with him and live those lives, we will live in harmony and love and peace with each other. Trouble is, we don't fall in step with him and live that way. Pardon me, we tend to live somewhat selfishly and outside the will of God. I've got a bit of a cough this morning. We tend to live somewhat selfishly and outside of the will of God, given the chance, because we tend to be selfish people. But we shouldn't. We should live in tune with the way he wants us to live, doing the things he wants us to do, being the people he wants us to be. Then we will be worth everything to him. Well, we are anyway. But our lives will have meaning for us as well as worth to him. And that's worth living for, isn't it? Have a good day. See you soon.